Almost 40 years ago, I took my first trip from Lausanne, Switzerland by train to Italy to look at ships. I listed some of the things that I didn't know or that I'd heard. Things like, you can't do that. It's way too expensive. I didn't know where we would find a crew. In fact, I didn't know what I didn't know. I was 32. That's awfully young. Almost 40 years ago, God took a huge risk. I could say that it all started with a hurricane, or reading a book about the famous SS Hope. I could say it started with meeting Mother Teresa, or with the birth of our special needs son, John Paul. Or I could say it began with my parents' simple way with grace and mercy and dignity with their small town helping hands. I could say all of those things about the very beginning of the idea that became Mercy Ships, and they'd all be true.
Mercy Ships is a unique organisation because it is bringing services to countries that would otherwise never be able to access those services.
The millions of people who either physically or financially do not have access to healthcare are staggering.
We just see people that need help. You realise that they have no way of getting help, and I want them to know that they're loved.
After the rejection and the ridicule and the hard lives that they've had up until this point, then to have a ward full of nurses and the other ship staff, people just pour out so much love on them. Love does make a difference.
People say to me, well, there's all these millions. How do you think you can change that? And we can change the individuals one life at a time.
Bringing this hospital ship in, it's a state-of-the-art platform. Surgeons, nurses, professionals from all over the world, offering this free of charge at the highest standards is unique.
If you talk to any of the government leaders, as I have, they will tell you how beneficial Mercy Ships has been, not only for their people, but also in terms of a lasting impact.
We're working hard here to leave a legacy of improved healthcare.
Mercy Ships is particularly good at providing not just training, but training with an imbued sense of needing to pass on the training.
We can work together and do things together that we can never do by ourselves.
Hello, First Presbyterian Church family. It's time for another update. Many of you are probably wondering what's been going on with the ship since we're not in a particular country right now due to the COVID-19. We are having some ship work done in a shipyard right here in on a small island called Tenerife. It's actually part of Spain. It's just a little bit higher than where Senegal is. And we will be returning to Senegal. If you remember, we had to leave rather urgently due to COVID-19. But before we left, we did some pretty exciting things. Over 1,400 life-changing surgeries were performed. Out of that, we had 5,591 dental patients were seen. We did mentoring of 87 people, and in that there were 1,199 healthcare professionals also were part of our training courses. And what that means is we're not just going in and doing surgeries to help people. We are helping the surgeons and professionals, nurses, dentists, on and on in the healthcare field to continue helping the people of Senegal after we've left. Speaking of leaving, your help was able to provide a great deal of help to many of the countries that we work with. We were able to provide over $151,000 just to the Senegal fight of COVID. And in that, we also were able to provide $125,000 to other countries like Benin and Togo and Guinea and Ghana and even Madagascar. They all received something from Mercy Ships that helped with the PPE, personal protective equipment, as well as some of the other items that are necessary to keep the people safe. You're doing a lot, church family, and the Grizzards just wanted to thank you because you're letting us be a part of it. Thank you so much.